Hello everyone and welcome to another video by Centipede Geek. Today I'm going to discuss my thoughts and opinions upon an AMC television show by the name of Mad Men. I'm going to review the entire Season 1. Mad Men stars actors and actresses such as Jon Hamm, Elizabeth Moss, Vincent Kartheiser, January Jones, Christina Hendricks, and John Slattery. Pretty much the main plot of Mad Men is it starts off as something and then it becomes something entirely different in my opinion. And pretty much Mad Men at its simplest is it's pretty much a drama romance. It's pretty much almost a character piece about, Jon Hamm's character. It takes place it starts off in the early 1960s. It actually starts off in the year of 1960 when advertising was cutthroat. It's back when it's back when smoking was cool. It was hip. That sort of era, if you know what I mean. And so Jon Hamm's character, he's an advertiser, and I don't want to say too much, minor spoilers coming up. He's not very happy at home. He's going through sort of, I guess you could say, a midlife crisis. He sees a prostitute, not to mention, so he has that whole going on. He's having an affair with another woman. So there's, little minor spoilers. I wouldn't say they're huge. They're little minor spoilers right there. So he's going through kind of a midlife crisis, and overall, he's just not happy with where his life is. So it starts off as sort of a romantic drama. And I won't say what happens. But about 5 episodes in, it becomes something entirely different. I want you to see the first full season. It's really a great show. But it's pretty much just about Jon Hamm's life. I forget the main character's name. I believe the main character's name is Don Draper. Anyway, so Don Draper, and he pretty much is just trying to find, advertising campaigns, trying to pretty much just live a good life, make good money, and just support his family. That's pretty much the main gist of the AMC television show for the first season by the name of Mad Men. Now, what did I think about Mad Men? Just so you guys know, there will be many spoilers in this, so if you have not seen the first full season, go ahead and click pause and go check out another review, one that may not spoil it for you, but I will be spoiling it. So, Mad Men, I honestly thought the first episode was pretty good. It wasn't an amazing first episode, but overall it was pretty good. As I kept watching, I grew to love Mad Men. The reason for that was the overall formula of the show. I love the way that the story progressed. The story progresses in a great manner where it's overall just really fun and overall just entertaining to watch in general. There's a scene, I'll talk about some of my favorite scenes I like. I believe the scene's about 2 or 3 episodes in. I believe it's the 3rd episode if I'm not mistaken, but I could be wrong. It's towards the end of either the 2nd or 3rd episode, and it's a scene where he's sitting I believe in his car, and I think he has some alcohol with him, not for sure. Anyways, there's a train coming, and you can pretty much see, he doesn't say anything in the scene, but it's a great scene, and he's pretty much thinking in his mind. You can gather what he's thinking just from looking at him. Shall I kill myself? That's pretty much what he's thinking. Should I go through this? Should I kill myself? I'm not happy with my life. Should I commit suicide? That's pretty much what the man's thinking. And I really enjoyed that scene. You can really see how, Jon Hamm is a great actor. And he portrays his character in such a great fashion. I loved that scene. Another favorite moment of mine was episode 5, where it finally reveals what the series is really about. It's not just a romantic drama. It's not just a soap opera, as many want to call it. It's actually something far deeper. You actually find, major spoiler coming up, you actually find out that Don Draper is actually that's not even his name. I believe his name is William something or something along the lines of that. So you end up finding out that, he's not even who he says he is. In fact, he changed his name years ago for reasons you find out. Another favorite scene of mine, episode 12, not the season finale, but episode 12 is actually my favorite episode in the entire season. But episode 5, you're given just little snippets that you meet his brother who ends up actually hanging himself because, Don Draper's character no longer wants to see him, and I really enjoyed that. But overall, I just love that point in the plot where you find out what the series is really about. It's not just about the romance and the drama. And yes, there's tons of that. He's having an affair with one, with a woman. He's, dating another one that's a prostitute. So you have that whole thing going on. Random fact, one of the characters that I really like, they actually, I don't know if they're going to be in a different season because I've only seen the first season. Please don't spoil it on the comment board below. By the way, I've only seen the first season, so I'd rather not have the show spoiled. So for lack of a better word, just please don't spoil the rest of the show for me. One of my favorite actors in Teen Wolf, I believe his name is Ian Bohen, an American actor. He is actually in Mad Men. He actually plays kind of like this stoner character that the prostitute falls in love with, and I really like that little story between them. Let me talk about some other reasons I like Mad Men. I love that little twist, where you find out he's not who he says he is. I love the story at the end of episode 12 where you find out that his best friend died. He took the dog tags off, took his name in honor of his friend. I love that whole concept there. That was really cool. One of my favorite things is the writing of Mad Men. I just love how this guy is not happy with his life, and his life is pretty much going through this personal, digression. It's just downgrading so much. He's not happy, and he's just, his life isn't getting much better really at all. I mean, towards the end of the series, his life gets a little bit better, pretty much because he got rid of that prostitute girl, but then there's still that other girl that owns that antiques, or that owns that furniture store, that has an affair with. So, he's just I love Jon Hamm's character. He's just a very conflicted man dealing with problems. He doesn't know exactly, in all reality, Jon Hamm's character, Don Draper, he doesn't really know what he wants in life. He has no idea what he wants. He wants happiness, but he doesn't know where to go in life. So I just love that character. Another actor that I liked was John Slattery. I forget the character's name, but his character pretty much plays the boss of the advertising corporation, at least until he pretty much has a heart attack or a stroke or whatever after having sex twice. And that was a really sad moment because I wasn't for sure if his character was gonna die. I'm glad he didn't die. But I really liked his character. He was really cool. He's also having an affair. He was having an affair with the red-haired lady. She's a great actress also. And I love the story of his character. He's just an older guy, just living the life, just living the advertising life. And I liked his character also. And then, of course, you have sort of, I guess you could say, if you want to call him the villain of the series. He's the one that Don Draper is always sort of having, battles with, trying to outwit him, jealousy, that sort of thing, because he's young, and that guy at first is a little jealous of Don Draper's life because he thinks he has everything, but Don Draper doesn't have much of anything that he doesn't have. I mean, that guy is having an affair with that young girl, the young girl that gets an office at the end of the show. She sort of works her way up in the advertising world, and overall, it's just a great first season. Lots of great drama, lots of romance, lots of great stories, and overall, it's just written in a great way where you're able to feel for every character in a great fashion. I watched the show on Netflix recently, kind of just randomly, and overall, I have nothing bad to say about it. The first episode was decent, probably an 8 out of 10 at best. But the series as a whole, a full 10 out of 10. I believe that if someone doesn't like it at first, but if you keep watching the series, it gets miles better, and it's such a great show, and I can't wait to see where the series is going to go in general. I do know that recently the show has been confirmed for a 7th and final season, I believe, with half of it premiering in 2014 and the rest of it premiering in 2015, similar to what they did with Breaking Bad, which I haven't watched either. Once again, that's pretty much my review of the AMC television show by the name of Mad Men for the entire first season. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe to my page below, and I will see you guys later with more videos by Centipede Geek.